Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Wes. I am from Midgard Axe. How's everybody doing? Got Dave here with me. And what do I got for you guys today? Gransfors Bruk, small forest axe. Let's get into it. All right, guys, before we get into the axe, I want to say one thing. I'm going to change things up a little bit on how I do these. The first video is going to be first impressions on what I think about the axe, going over the details and specs and stuff. Second video will be modifications and throwing. I am going to bring a different format to the throwing videos. I'm going to do things a little bit more cinematic with some music and stuff and see how you guys like that, see if it entertains you a little bit more. So in the next video, I'm going to go over final details and throwing this axe and give you my opinion on it and give it a little bit more of a cinematic look. Let me know what you guys think when I post that video and how you like the new format. Getting into the Gransfors Bruk, so I think about it, what do I like about it, specs, all that good jazz. Okay, so let's just start with the basic information. $195, that's what I paid for this. And you're probably gonna pay about the same amount, anywhere between $185 and probably 200 bucks, okay? So that's how much this axe is coming in at. It is kind of an expensive axe. And like I told you guys before in one of my shorts, do you need an expensive axe to axe throw? No, you don't. In my personal opinion, you don't. In my personal opinion, I think it's more about who's throwing the axe than it is the type of axe that you're using, okay? But that doesn't mean that an expensive axe won't give you an edge or give you a leg up on your throwing game, like tempering and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind. You don't need an expensive axe, but sometimes they bring things to the table that a cheaper axe just doesn't, okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start from the handle and work our way up. Handle's a hickory handle. It's coming in at 19¼ inches. It is a very nice straight profile with a small hook at the bottom. The knob is almost the same width here as it is the handle, okay? So you don't have a huge flared knob. Guys, you know I don't like flared knobs. The reason why I don't like flared knobs is because when you go to throw, it causes your wrist to twist a lot when you're moving that huge flared knob around. So I like knobs that are about the same width as the handle. That's what this one comes with. It's really cool. I will say that a lot of the Gransfors Bruk axes that I've got, the handles that I've gotten from them are nicely thinned, okay? I haven't had to do a ton of work to them to thin them down. As you can see when I put my hand in there, I'm almost already, basically I'm already touching, okay? So these things come in already thinned, so you won't have to do a lot of work to them if you like a thinner axe handle. And I'm really excited about throwing this one because I don't have to do too much work to it. They did stamp their logo into the handle there, which is kind of a cool little stamp there. It actually looks pretty good. So that's cool. If you don't like it, you can always just shave it off, but I like leaving them on there. I think they look pretty cool. The contour on the handle is very nice. It does come into more of a point here. I know a lot of axe handles here. See how on the back, guys, it's kind of oval shaped, but then right here, their axe handles come more to a point in this area. So just keep that in mind. It's not completely oval. It's kind of like an oval, and then it goes to a point like this. Kind of like one of the friction fit tomahawk handles. A lot of those are shaped that way. That's kind of what I feel like on this one is. So maybe that's why I kind of like it a lot. But it feels like a really good handle. And guys, we do have vertical grain on the handle, which is nice too. Up here on the axe head, they did seat it nicely. It's nicely splayed, and they did use a hickory wedge. You can see it in there. Guys, I will tell you that Gransfors Bruk does not use steel barrel wedges or any type of wedge in their axes. Now, you know that you don't have to use them. If you seat the axe correctly, technically you don't need them. However, like I've told you guys before, I like steel barrel wedges in these axes because it helps when you hit the knob on the target all the time. It helps to splay it out over instead of driving this handle down and driving that axe head up. So that's why I like using steel barrel wedges, and I usually will put them in there. I have been using one of their carpenter's axes, and I have used it the way it's come from the factory, and I have hit that, and it hasn't moved. So I'm not gonna mess with the axe eye on this with the steel barrel wedge or anything. I'm gonna leave it like it is and see how it holds up. Getting into the axe head here, you do have a 6-inch length from the pole to the bit. The bit is coming in at 3¼ inches, okay? And I will say that I would have liked this axe to have stuck out a little bit farther from the handle, but it's okay, I can deal with it. And like I've told you before, when you go to buy a throwing axe, I always recommend to get an axe with a bit that sticks far away from the handle. It's more forgiving. If you have an under rotation, you know, when you throw the axe and it's rotating, you have an under rotation when it comes in. The more this bit sticks out from the handle, the more of an under rotation you can get to stick into the target. If it's closer to the handle, when you get an under rotation, what's going to happen is it's going to come in like this, and then before the axe head hit, the handle's going to hit the target and bounce off. So if you can, get an axe with a head that sticks out a little bit farther, but I can deal with this. You're just going to have to practice with it, but it's not bad, guys. It's not bad at all. It does have a very nice cutting profile on it, as you can see here. That thing is extremely thin, and the bit on it is not very sharp, but I will say that the profile, the cheeks, will not have to be shaved down on this. So basically what I'm thinking is that all I'll have to do, kind of like what I've done with a lot of the other Gransfors Bruk axes, is literally just use a 1000 grit whetstone, and I could get this thing pretty razor sharp just the way it sits. So they did a really good job profiling that bit, and it doesn't really need, in my opinion, doesn't need very much work for axe throwing. So they did a good job on that. Weight, guys, weight. This thing is coming in at 2 pounds, okay? The hickory handle, the head up here, all of it, 2 pounds. I will tell you that the weight on this is a lot more evenly distributed than a lot of the other axes that I've reviewed, just because the head's not so big, okay? It's like a felling axe head. So that you do have a weight down in here. I mean, of course, most of the weight's up in here, but when you hold it, you can really feel that it's not super heavy at the top. It feels like the 17-inch handled carpenter's axe that I enjoy throwing a lot. So that's why I'm really excited about throwing this axe, because I feel like I'm going to get the same experience with it. And if I do, this is going to be a great axe to throw. So first impressions, guys, what do I think about this axe? What are my thoughts? Do I think it's worth $200? I don't know yet. I don't know. It's hard to say. Some axes are cheaper than this and are worth their weight in gold, and then some are just as expensive as this or more expensive, and they're not worth the money at all. So I don't want to give you my opinion on it just yet. You're going to have to come back for the second part of the video where I go over what I think overall, sharpening it, throwing it, and give you my final opinion on it and tell you if I think it's worth it or not. But without further delay, let's find out who won the Cold Steel Trail Boss. All right, so we got 13 in the giveaway. 13 of you commented axe. The 14th spot will be the wild. It's going to be a little weird because whoever wins this is designing the axe. So if 14 hits first, then I'll give you a whetstone. So let's spin the wheel and see who won the Cold Steel Trail Boss. All right, guys, and the wheel's spoken. And how I do it, like always, I go into the comment section, I hit newest comment first, and that's your order in line. And number 1 is the winner. And number 1, I believe, I'm gonna butcher your first name, I hope I don't, is Kevin Lewis. He is the winner of the Cold Steel Trail Boss. Congratulations, Kevin. And from what I see, guys, hang on, let me just give you some details. Looks like he's been trying to win for a while now. He's been with us for a little over a month, and he's been in since the Cobalt Hatchet. He's been trying to win since the Cobalt Hatchet. So congratulations, Kevin, you win. Send me an email with what you want done to the Trail Boss. We'll converse back and forth, and we'll get a game plan down on what you want to do with the Trail Boss. But thanks, guys. Thanks for everybody for entering, and can't wait to get back to this one. This one's a good one, and I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek. I don't normally do this, but feeling generous. So I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek on something. It's going to be kind of cool. Guys, this one, I might do a free giveaway on this one. I don't know. I kind of wanted to do this for me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I got a saddle axe. And I wanted to make a really cool throwing axe out of it. So it's got like a 16-inch handle, but it's really head heavy. But I'm going to do a video on this, and then I'm not going to tell you what's in this one. Homestead will appreciate this one. I'm not going to show it to you yet, though. I'm just going to show you the box. Homestead and I discussed this in the comment section one past day. So this one will be fun. This will be kind of cool. So, but thanks guys, appreciate it. Got those coming up. Got another cool one coming up, and have one coming in the mail tomorrow. Remember how I told you guys that I was going through some small time blacksmiths? I got one arriving tomorrow, and it's going to be really cool looking. So thanks guys, I appreciate it. Back to the video. Congratulations to the winner. You won the Cold Steel Trail Boss. And like I said, you get to design this one. Whatever you want done to it, go into any one of my videos in the description, find my email address, email me, and tell me what you want done. If you don't know what it looks like, here it is. This is what it looks like. If you want to go on Google and find some more images, you can, but this is what you're working with. And you can go back to my previous videos and watch. I go over the specs on it. But whatever you want done to it, you want this thinned, whatever, think about it, send me an email, let me know what you want done to it. So congratulations. I thought it was pretty cool this time, guys. Sorry I wasn't able to do a full review on it because of my elbow, but I thought that was pretty good makeup to let you guys design it. So congratulations. So let's get designing. Let's make this thing really cool. All right, guys, the Cold Steel Trail Boss is out. It's over and done with, but I will come up with another video on whatever the person decides they want me to do to the axe. I will make a video on the changes that I make and modifications. So look forward to making that, the changes for the person, and look forward to making that video for you guys. It'll be pretty cool. And I thought that was awesome, you know, give you guys a blank canvas. Tell me what you want. So I thought it was cool. Guys, thanks so much. Thank you so much. We're up to like 1,200 and some subscribers now, which is awesome. We're growing pretty quick. So thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do want to do some different things in the future, but I'm going to run with this in the meantime. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I can't believe we're chucking along this fast. So thanks. Last but not least, I want to go over one thing, and I just want to ask you guys a personal question. Personal question. You guys are my friends, and some of you are my family, and we're all kind of casual here, so I'll keep it casual. If you go to a restaurant and you walk in and you eat the food and you don't like it, and you look at the waiter or waitress and you go, man, this food sucks. But you look at them and say, but I'm coming back tomorrow. And then you go back tomorrow and you eat the same food again. And you say, man, this sucks. But you look at the waitress or waiter and go, but I'm coming back tomorrow. Does that make any sense to you? Who watches, does anything, watches content, whatever, and hates it, but continuously watches it? Two things I can only think of. One, you're a complete moron, which would probably suffice for most. And two, I think it's that you might actually like the content, but you just can't stand the fact that you'll have to admit it. I'm not going anywhere. So I plan on staying here for a long time and doing a lot of cool stuff. So thanks. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I like putting a little something at the end there. So it was Dave's fault. Dave made me do it. He said, let's get him. And I said, no, you got to calm down, Dave. Calm down. Got to keep him at bay. He get a little crazy on you. You got to keep him at bay. But thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Let's get working on that Trail Boss, and let's get to throwing this thing and see how it flies. So until next time, guys. See ya.